these cartoons, right? So in my cartoon, the first frame has a lady sitting on a chair, on an armchair, knitting something. She's used green yarn and white to create a chevron design. In the next frame, we see a little girl wearing what she knitted, which turns out to be a sweater. In the third frame, we've got a clothes basket with the sweater on it next to a washing machine. In the fourth frame, we see the girl and her mother at the washing machine taking out the clothes and the sweater with them. In the fifth frame, we see that the sweater has shrunk and that the girl is very upset. And in the final frame, we see that the girl has put the sweater on her doll, right? So now that's called picture talk, right? But now we're going to make it into a story, all right? Samara's mother sat in her armchair every morning knitting for an hour. She was knitting a sweater for Samara for when winter came. Samara was so excited. She couldn't wait to see her sweater and to wear it. It was going to be her new sweater for that year. Finally, on the day that the first leaf fell from the tree outside their window, signaling that autumn was here, the sweater was ready. Samara put it on excitedly, kissing and thanking her mother for the lovely, beautiful sweater that she knitted her. Samara didn't want to give the sweater for wash, but she dropped something on it and realized that she needed to put it to wash. So she threw the sweater in her washing basket, her clothes basket. The following morning, her mother came to the room, picked up the basket and put the clothes in the wash, not realizing that the sweater was there. By evening, Samara went looking for her sweater. She called out, "Mama, have you seen my new sweater?" And her mom said, "No, Samara, I haven't seen it. What did you do with it? Where did you put it?" And she said, "I put it for wash, Mom." And Samara's mother came running to her room and said, "Samara, was it in your clothes basket?" And her mother was like, Samara looked at her mother and said, "Yeah." And her mother said, "Oh no, I put the clothes for wash and I didn't realize the sweater was in there." They both ran down to the laundry room and the machine had finished washing and drying the clothes. And they pulled open the door, and as they took the sweater out, Samara cried out, "Oh no, Mama! My sweater shrunk!" The sweater had become so small that it wouldn't even fit half of Samara's body. Samara sat down and cried and was so upset. Her mother was upset too because she had spent so much time knitting that sweater. Samara went to her room with the sweater clutched to her chest. But an hour later, she came back out into the living room. Her mother had started knitting another sweater for her. And she said, "Mama, look!" In her hands was her little doll, Betty, and Betty had the sweater on. Samara was so happy that she had found use for the sweater after all. Thank you.